One of the oldest Catholic orders in the world, and it was founded by German Norman Norbert. Now I think that we can go through the gate of passing and some of the books are quite big. They are painted, the pages are painted by white, because in the past, once if they paint the pages like this, it would reflect the light and they would be able to read the books late in the evening. The staircase leading down and back place. Because in 15th century there was a major fire in the area under the hill, and the fire spread here and all the buildings got damaged by fire, so they had to be pulled down, and in 17th century another buildings were built. So the buildings around are mainly from 17th century. So we are just standing in front of two historical buildings. The building on the left, the huge building, was built in the 17th century as a palace for a member of the imperial court, Count Czernin. He used to be an ambassador to Italian Venice. The building has 365 windows, and also the third defenestration happened there in the building. When communists took over the power, they threw the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, who was a son of the first Czechoslovak Democratic President. They threw him out of the window of the yard, and they covered it as a suicide. But because he was democratic, he just interfered communists when they took over the power. So there's a 17th century Czernin palace on the left. Nowadays there are offices and the head seat of the Department of Foreign Affairs. Just across the road you can see the belfry. The belfry is part of also the place of pilgrimage called Loreto. Inside there is a copy of Santa Casa. This is the place where, according to a story, angels brought Santa Casa on their wings from Nazareth to Italian village Loreto. In the 16th and 17th century, it was very fashionable around Europe to build these Loreto places. That one is by Italian architect Carrati. As you look at the belfry, there are 27 bells cast in Dutch Amsterdam, and there is a story saying that there was a mother living in the area just behind the Loreto place in Capuchin Monastery, and she had 27 children. And every year one of her children died, and she paid for a bell to be cast. And she paid as long as all the children died. But of course, it's a story. Now let's go towards the next.
Darling, darling, darling.
I'm going to explain this area. This area is called Hradčany Square. Hradčany is related to the word Hrad, which means castle. And the name of this square just indicates that it's very close just to the Prague castle area, which is ahead. The building behind you is 17th century Baroque Tuscany palace. Nowadays there are offices of Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And just behind you there is a Carmelite convent, also 17th century. The yellow building to the front, it is a 17th century Archbishop Palace, and it is still nowadays seat of Czech cardinals. Let's go to the Schwanzbeck, very beautiful 16th century. And if you look at this mural carving in an envelope shape, it's called graffito. This style comes from Italian Florence, and it's very typical for 16th century Renaissance style. So if you see in the city houses with pattern like this, with this envelope mural carving, it means that the houses were built in 16th century. Nowadays this palace belongs to the government, and there is an art gallery inside. And we can see the main entrance to Prague Castle. So let's get closer, because then we will go through the security checks. And we were here in the 18th century when 1/3 of Prague's population died of plague. And after the epidemic finished, people were very thankful, and they built these plague towns around the city. I'm still waiting. So we are just standing in front of the main entrance to Prague Castle. There are 3 of them, because Prague Castle is the very huge area. It's a castle complex consisting of 70,000 square meters, which is the area like 12 hectares. The main gate to the castle is actually the stone one in the back, which was built in 16th century, and it's called Matthias Gate after the Crown Prince Matthias, and it was designed for the royal family only. The other people who worked in the castle, like accountants or servants, they were not allowed to enter. They had to use another 2 entrances. And the gate, which is closer to us, was built in 18th century by Austrian Habsburg Queen Maria Theresa. Austrian Habsburgs reigned our country from 16th to the beginning of 20th century. And you can see 2 fighting giants just at the pedestals. The idea of them was drawn from Greek mythology. They are the Herculeses, and they represent the power of Austrian Habsburgs. As you look at the pedestals, on the right there is just next to the Herculeses, there is a lion with a gilded crown, and the lion has 2 tails. The lion is a symbol of Czech kings. And nowadays also the symbol of the Czech Republic. First, the line was introduced to our country in 14th century by Luxembourg ruling family who reigned the country before Habsburgs assumed power. The line has two tails because in the past country was divided into two parts. The western part where we are is called Bohemia, after the Celtic warrior tribe which settled this area in 7th century. The eastern part of the country is called Moravia. That's why the line has two tails. And the line represents honesty and bravery. On the other side, there is an eagle with the stretched wings, and the gilded crown. The eagle is symbol of Austrian Habsburgs, and it represents power and control. The buildings which are part of the main gate called Matthias Gate, that's stone one in the back, was added in 18th century by Habsburg Maria Theresa. Just here on the right, there is the statue of the first Czechoslovak president Thomas Garrick Masaryk. In the year of 1970, when the World War I finished, Austrian Habsburg lost during the war. We are not able to put all different countries under one empire because empire always consisted of 7 or 8 countries. The countries were of different ethnicity, different cultures, and it was the time of the national revival. So eventually the empire collapsed and new states were founded in the year of 1918. The Czechoslovak Republic consisting of Czech and Slovak part. And Thomas Garrick Masaryk is even nowadays very much hated by Austrian Habsburgs because they had to leave the country, they wanted to be they even nowadays can't speak about it because they blame him for playing the major role in the empire. There will be the changing of the castle guard, and them on the side of the gate. They start their duty at 5 o'clock in the morning and they finish at midnight. But of course they change after each hour. When they are on duty, they have to stand still like this. They can't use gestures, they can't speak, but it's just for 1 hour. Their uniforms were designed by former President Václav Havel, who came into the office after the communists lost power in 1989, and also during the times of the communists he was imprisoned for decades because he very openly spread this idea and criticism of the communism.
Der bringt die einen und holt die einen an, oder? Der wird bei der Dienst.
Sind schon so fertig? Wenn das musst du jetzt noch rüber da.
Eigentlich unter der Wochenende ein, echt zur Woche ab. Von Auto bis jetzt werden. Ja, sie denken, ich war 100 Meter stehen.
Wahnsinn.
Ja, war die Frage für verdient. Ja, gut verdient war diese Leiche, der uns gehört. Jetzt laufen sie recht zusammen.
Ja, in aller Nähe. So weit kriegst du sie nicht einmal daheim.
Die Männer nicht, gell?
Ohne Frage noch steht.
Bist du sicher?
Die Augen.
Wo ist er?
Kommt schon. Und du weißt das nicht. Nein. Ich weiß nicht, schon das Gleiche gemacht. Ja.
Jetzt bringst du. Jetzt sagst du wohl, dass er fertig ist.
Wahnsinnig. Jetzt wird ja noch die Flocken ausgehen. Nein, ich halte das nicht so.
ich habe viel gut nicht.
Wahnsinn, gell?
Was ist hier?
Jetzt magst du auch schon. Jetzt magst du hier auch schon. Und danke, das war's.
Ernst du?
Das war alles. Ich hoffe, dass Sie nicht enttäuscht sind.
He saw Notre Dame and he liked Notre Dame very much and wanted to have similar church, similar structure in his castles as a burial place for his family. Charles I was also a very religious man and he collected the relics. He was given some of them by another king as a really precious gift. And the arm of St. Vitus is sheltered inside the cathedral. St. Vitus lived in Sicily in the 3rd century. He was a small 7-year-old boy who, together with his stepfather, converted to Christianity. And in those times, there were not many Christians in Sicily, so they were followed by their enemies, eventually caught and tortured. And boiling oil was poured on them, and they were thrown into the lion's cage. But the lions refused to eat them. They started eating those oil. So at the end, Vitus and his stepfather, they were beheaded. And on the Charles Bridge, you will see the statue of St. Vitus, and you will see some lions just around the statue. It's related to the story of St. Vitus. I'm not sure he accepted Christianity in that church, but because it's 9th century, we will see just the ruins behind the glass window. So follow this way. Other things were added in 18th century by Habsburg Queen Maria Theresa. You can see the wide chapel of the Holy Cross, also built during the reign of Habsburg Queen Maria Theresa, of 17th century Baroque fountain, and 16th century Renaissance well, which is 14 meters deep, and it was used as a water supply of the royal kitchen, which used to stand, as you can see, the wide chapel of the Holy Cross. And just behind the 16th century building, you can see the spires of St. Vitus Cathedral.
That's nice. Nice. Yeah. Background.
Italy's most reputable architects decided to finish the cathedral in neo-Gothic style. So actually this one is from 19th century. If you look under the round window, you can see two men in modern suits with ties dark on both sides. They are the 4 leading architects who finished the building of the cathedral. Inside there are 28 chapels, and most of them are burial places, either of the members of the royal family, archbishops every day, yes, but later during the day, but on Sunday morning.
Catherine, you need to come over and hold this up high because you can get lost here very, very
okay.
I'm still trying to get over here.
You can see the 14th century part of the cathedral, and you can notice that it is much darker, much more narrow, and in the middle you will see the white marble mausoleum from 17th century. Under it there is the royal crypt, where 4 kings are buried, including founder of this cathedral, the King Charles IV, who got married 4 times. And all his wives are buried there as well, and their children. His last wife was called Elizabeth of Pomerania, and Charles IV married her when he was nearly 70 and she was just 19. And she was a very strong lady that with her bare hands she was able to break the swords and bend horseshoes. And together they had 9 children, and they are buried there as well. On the side, on the walls, you can see 8 gilded statues of battles, the saints of our country. The most important is, you can't see it very well on the left, but I will talk about that saint later. And we will also see on Charles Bridge his statue. It's Saint John Nepomuc, 14th century Catholic bishop who was very popular around the country. He was extremely educated. He studied religious law in Italian Padua, but he very openly criticized Protestantism, Wenceslas IV. Then in late 14th century, 15th century, that experienced the time of Protestant. The bell weighs 1,200 kilograms, and inside the belfry, and you can hear it during the masses. It's a very, very strong noise. And there is a saying that if the bell gets damaged, disaster will happen in the country. And there is such a historical coincidence that in 2002, a small crack appeared on the bell, and in summer of that year, Prague was affected by major flood. And some people, of course, related it to the story. And if you look at this door, it's the 14th century entrance to the cathedral. It was designed for the royal family in the past to come here for masses. And the mosaic of the judgment above is made of 120,000 pieces of chipped glass. There are 2 kneeling people above the central arch. The King Charles IV is on the left, and on the right is his wife Elizabeth of Pomerania, a very strong lady. The very young woman, when Charles IV married her, she was 19 and he was nearly 70. And also, you may notice the back of the King Charles IV, that it is a little bit bent. And also the back of his young wife is bent as well. And it is because the 2 kneeling people are close about the central arch of this 14th century entrance. On the left, Charles IV, on the right is young wife. And Charles IV was also, apart from being a passionate swimmer, he was a passionate hunter. And while he was hunting the deer in the local woods, he had an accident. He fell on the horse and broke several of his ribs. But he was lucky because he was operated by Italian surgeons who were very advanced for those times. And he had to be for 6 months under the brutal scaffolding. But nevertheless, his back still remained bent. And Nepomuk is enough, because he was born in a village called Nepomuk, so this surname is after the name of the village. That a Catholic bishop, 14th century, who was hated by Protestant king for his open criticism. tortured by the king and thrown down the Charles Bridge. And on the bridge I will show you the place where he was just thrown down.
Where he was dying in 5 stars.
Yes, that is in front of us, there is St. George's Basilica. It is the 11th century church where the members of the first Czech ruling family are buried. Saint Ludmila, who was baptized as the first in our country. She was the first Christian. She was baptized in 9th century. She's buried inside. Founder of this basilica, King Bratislav, and the other members of the first Czech ruling family. But because of religious wars in our country in 15th century, it was the time of the Czech Protestants. The church was damaged by Czech Protestant movement called Hussites, and it had to be rebuilt. So that's why the current look is 18th century, Baroque style. However, 2 white spires in the back are from 13th century. They are built in the Romanesque style, the oldest style seen in our country. That style comes from the eastern part of Europe. Adjacent to the basilica, there is a Benedictine convent, also from the 11th century. The green building on the other side was built in 18th century by Habsburg Queen Maria Theresa as school went for poor ladies. If they were decent enough, she gave them little money to lead a decent life and accommodated them there. Maria Theresa was quite important queen for our country. She signed 3 important laws. She cancelled serfdom. In the past, very poor people had to serve their nobility without possibility of moving, changing the job. She cancelled that regulation. And she also made basic school education mandatory. So children had to go to school for 3 years, and by learning to read and write, they enhanced their possibility of future better jobs. And she also significantly lessened torturing of the people. Though she, together with her husband, Francis Stephen Laurent, they were parents to 16 children. So most of the time of her reign she was pregnant, but she was very important.
The relief is not out from the 1522.